Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryanta Mande Guru Paramparam Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamaya Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. So we have studied 2 verses from Sadhana Panchakam. We are moving to the 3rd one. This is the 3rd verse or 3rd sloka. Vakyatascha vicharyatam shrutisira paksha samashriyatam dustarka suviramyatam srutimatastarko sandhiyatam brahmaivasmi vibhavyatam aharahar garva parityajatam dehe ahamiti ahammatirujyatam buddhajanaihi vada parityajatam. If you want to make tune, just I'm reading it. If you are a singer, then you can make it tune. Vedo nityamadiyatam taduditam karma swanishtiyatam tene sasya vidiyatam apachiti kamye matistyajatam. You can make it. Is a tune. Okay? Vakyartascha vicharyatam sritisira paksha samashriyatam. It will go like that. We'll split and we start studying it. So now we are from 17 to 24 we are going to study. So we have studied. First verse has got 8 points. Second verse 8 points. Third verse 8 points. Okay. So 8, 3 8s. 24. So from 17 to 24 we are going to learn. The English translation is given. The 17th point. Vakyartascha vicharyatam. Sometimes you see suvicharyatam. Vakyartascha vicharyatam. That means reflect ever upon the meaning of the Upanishadic messages. Upanishadic message. The highest philosophy in the world, in the creation. You can say not only in the world, the creation. The highest, the knowledge. More than that, there is no knowledge. The self-knowledge, Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya, the Upanishadic message. If our intellect grows to the maximum level, that the intellect should come here only. Vakyartascha vicharyatam. So you have to ever reflect upon the meaning of the Upanishadic message. This is a very powerful message. When we start practicing this, we will not allow our mind to worry. So mind is not available to worry about things and beings. My mind is completely engaged here. Ever reflect ever upon the meaning of Upanishadic message or Upanishadic declarations. Very powerful message. Bhagavan Vedavyasa has compiled, not composed, compiled. Already existing the Vedic mantras, so many thousands of years. Our rishis, it's revealed to our rishis. They collected, they passed on to their students. In that way, traditionally we got this Vedas. So it is heard and taught. Therefore, this is called a Shruti. Rig, Yaju, Sama, Atharvana. So 5,000 years back, he collected all the mantras, compiled, edited, and he kept name Rig, Yaju, Sama, Atharvana. 4 Vedas. The 4 Vedas has got 2 sections. One is Karma Ganda, another one is Jnana Ganda. Sometimes you can say Karma Ganda, Upasana Ganda, Jnana Ganda also. For our study, in this study, so we divided this Vedas into 2 sections. Karma Ganda, Jnana Ganda. This Jnana Ganda, otherwise it is called Vedanta. Jnanam. Vedanta means the end part of Veda. Not only the end part, physically it is not the end part, it's the conclusion part of the Vedas. What is the conclusion of the Veda? So conclusion is called Anta. So this is Vedas, the Anta part, the conclusion part of Vedas, therefore this is called Vedanta. Essence of Vedas, Vedanta. What is Vedanta? Jnana part of Vedas is called Vedanta. So another name of the Vedanta, Upanishad. Yesterday we studied what is the meaning of Upanishad. Very elaborately we studied. The best thought on Upanishad we studied yesterday. Okay. So we can call it Upanishad, Vedanta or Jnanakanda. All are okay only. Synonyms. So how many Upanishads we have? Isha, Kena, Kata, Mundaka, Mandukya, Aitreya, Taitriya, Prashna, Chandogya, Brihadaranya. We have more 108 Upanishads from all the Vedas. But main Upanishads, our Acharyas have commented on this main Upanishad, main Dasha Upanishad. We have more than that, 108, but Dasha is very important. Major Upanishads. Even though it's the Kena Upanishad, the Isha Upanishad is very small. And Mandukya also very small, very little mantras. Number of mantras is very small. We cannot call the Isha Vasya Upanishad minor Upanishad. It's not the amount of mantras it has. The content wise, it has got very rich all the aspect of the philosophies. Therefore, it is called major Upanishad. These are the major Upanishads. Now, from Rigveda, we have one major Upanishad. There are so many Upanishads, but major Upanishad is Aitreya Upanishad. In that Aitreya Upanishad, we have Mahavakya. Mahavakya means connecting Jiva. The passage is connecting Jiva and Ishvara. It's called Mahavakya. Aitreya Upanishad has got one Mahavakya, that is Prajnanam Brahma. That consciousness is Brahman. Where is that consciousness? In Jiva. So in Yajurveda, we have 4 major Upanishads. Isha, Kata, Taitriya, Brihadaranya Upanishad. Yajurveda. 4 major. There are so many Upanishads, again I'm telling. But major Upanishads are 4 found in Yajurveda. In Brihadaranya Upanishad, we have another Mahavakya, Aham Brahmasmi. So Aham Brahmasmi, the word belongs to Brihadaranya Upanishad. The Brihadaranya Upanishad belongs to Yajurveda. Okay. So every Veda should have this, because Vedanta, the conclusion part of that Veda. What is that? Aitreya. Here Isha, Kata, Taitriya, Brihadaranya. Now, moving to Samaveda's God. Moving to Samaveda, Samaveda has 2 Upanishads, Kena and Chandogya Upanishad. Chandogya Upanishad only we have Tattvamasi, very popular. 9 times he repeats. Tattvamasi Shvetaket. Very nice, the conversation between father and son. Shvetaket and Uddalaga Aruni. Very nice. If it is possible, next year we can take Chandogya Upanishad. Okay? Calgary, the center is Calgary. Next year we can take Chandogya if you wish. The Tattvamasi part. So Chandogya Upanishad has got Tattvamasi Mahavakya. Atharvana Vedas, the Prashna Upanishad, Mandukya, Mundaka. And Mundaka or Mandukya. All these 3 Upanishads, major Upanishads. Mandukya Upanishad has got the Mahavakya, Ayamatma Brahma. The Tattvamasi means that thou art. The Brihadaranya Upanishad, Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. Tattvamasi, that thou art. You are that Brahman. Ayamatma Brahma. This Atma is none other than that Brahman only. So all the 4 Mahavakyas from 4 Upanishads found in 4 Vedas. See the structure of the scriptures. Very beautiful. Collectively, if you take Mahavakyas, the Rig Veda, Aitreya Upanishad has got Prajnanam Brahma, Yajurveda, Brihada Upanishad, Aham Brahmasmi, Samaveda, Chandogya Upanishad, Tattvamasi, Atharvana Veda, Mandukya, Ayamatma Brahma. These are 4 Upanishads. 4 Vedas, 4 Upanishads, 4 Mahavakyas. Again, I am telling, Mahavakya means not the big sentence. Vakya means sentence. Maha means big sentence. No, it's not like that. The subject matter is so deep, though so high. What is subject matter? Connecting Jiva and Ishvara. The relationship between Ishvara and Jiva is discussed in this Vakya. Therefore, this is called Mahavakya. Okay? Connecting Jiva with the Jagat is not big one. That's not a big topic. Already we are living there. So our connection with the people is not big topic. Our connection with the world is not big topic. So our connection with the Creator is the biggest topic. Therefore, it's a Mahavakya. Okay? Mahavakyas. There are so many Mahavakyas, but particularly what Gurudev says here, Vakyartascha Vicharyata means ever reflect upon the meaning of Upanishadic passage and declaration. All the passages are very, very powerful passage. Every mantra is so powerful. Every mantra is in Devata form. Maranatha Trayate iti mantra. So we keep on reflecting on the meaning of the mantra. That mantra will reveal the truth. And that dispels our ignorance and we grow. Every mantra in Upanishads. All the Upanishads so concentrated, what is that, the meaning. So concentration. One word from one mantra, one passage from one mantra will make the magic in our life. It will change our psychological system also. So that much knowledge it has got. Rich knowledge. So now here, so every passage, every line is very good, great. Particularly here what Gurudev says, you have to take the Mahavakya of the Upanishad and you have to do Vichara on that. Vichara on that Mahavakya. So Mahavakya Vichara. Vakyartascha Vicharyata means Mahavakya Vichara. So you have to take Prajnanam Brahma. We have to do research on that. Analysis. Aham Brahmasmi. How? People are like, I am that Brahman. How? Aham Brahmasmi. I am that God. Hiranyakashipu also told, I am God. Ishwaroham. He told Ishwaroham. Lord Narasimha came and killed him. Adappavi. When I say Aham Brahmasmi, Lord took avatar and he kills me. He was not telling Aham Brahmasmi. He told Ishwaroham. Ishwara is different from Jiva. Once if you say Ishwara, then we are Jiva. Then we cannot equal with Ishwara. Ishwara is totally different from Jiva. It's not Ishwara, Jiva is equal. Here Atma and Brahma is equal. How to understand Aham, how to understand Brahma, how to understand Asi. It's very big. Tattvamasi. Understand that you are that Brahman. This one word is taken by Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya and he has written the book Vakyavritti. Vakyavritti, one big book. That is expansion of explanation on Tattvamasi. One Mahavakya produced one book. This is how we have to do research or Vichara, analysis. Ayam Atma Brahma. Even though we don't remember or we don't keep all the points of Upanishad in our mind, take this Mahavakyas and always reflect upon it. This is the message. Vakyartascha Vicharyata. Whenever we feel pain in our life, some problem comes, try to drop the problem and take this Aham Brahmasmi. I do not have any problem. Aham Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma. When once if we go inside, then all outside things will be dropped. Okay? Vakyartascha Vichara. A great message. Going to next part. Shrudishira Paksha Samashriyatam. Take refuge in the truth of Brahman. Shrudishira Paksha. Shrutishira means the Upanishad, the declarations, Mahavakyas, Brahman. All the Mahavakyas are indicating Brahman. The highest truth, ultimate consciousness. Very beautiful. This Brahman is very beautiful. Ultimate truth. Something should be there ultimate in our life. And we have to adore that. We have to worship that. The Brahman is a very interesting topic. It's not dry, very interesting topic. Okay, take refuge in the truth of Brahman. Shrudishira Paksha Samashriyam. Samashrayam. Take a refuge. Depend on it. Okay. Now, so we are all depending on things and beings. All our life is depending on things and beings. This message says, depend on Brahman. So we feel insecure if you do not have money. If you do not have money in the bank, insecure. So always you have to see this bank balance. The number is so high. I'm very happy. Safe. Number should be. And we should have people in ours. The friend should be there. Friend circle. All should be in right, what is that? Right contact. So I'm also talking, they're also talking. Everything is good. So I have people, I have money, I have position. And next week I'm going to get promotion also. People are talking in the company. Secure. My son is settled. My daughter married already. Good. Good boy. So he's listening whatever my daughter says, all the things, he's listening this boy. Very nice boy. Very obedient boy to my daughter. Very happy. So he said everything perfect. I have secured. Oh Lord, thank you very much. Everything is very okay. Sir, that is impermanent. Anything may change at any time. Why? We do not know what kind of karma we have. Okay. So here, so the Srudishira Paksha Samashrita, take refuge in Brahman. When you take refuge in this things and beings, these are the impermanent. The thing is, when we catch the impermanent, all the impermanent are like, what do you call bubbles, like water bubbles. When you catch it, it breaks. Then it will fall. So we have to analyze that. So there is nothing wrong to keep everything in our life. Promotion, okay. People are there, okay. Position is there, okay. Money is there. Everything, let it be there. Let them be there, everything. But we have to understand this is not permanent. With that understanding, we can have everything, whatever we have in our life. So our understanding is we are thinking everything is permanent. Okay? And rarely the mind goes here also. Oh Lord, thank you very much. Sir, this is a dangerous attitude. Even though you have everything, all car, house, what that, relatives, money, position, everything. You have everything, but you have to understand one thing. Everything is impermanent. With that understanding when we have, if it comes, we will welcome. If it goes, we will say bye. Otherwise, when we depend on that, when we take refuge on this, when something falls, we will fall. This is how the intelligent way of life is explained in this passage. Intelligent way of life. I hope you are getting the point. Very practical. Vedanta never says you should not have. According to karma, whatever you have, receive it. According to karma, whatever goes, just say bye. Are you getting it? Huh. But always you keep your mind in this. Take a refuge. This is the strongest. Okay. With this, no, it's very difficult to get that kind of attitude. Taking refuge, but we have to try. Message is very strong. Okay. Now see this. We'll keep wealth as our center. What is my refuge? Wealth. If I have so much of money, I feel very happy. I've seen so many people in so many committees also. You should have bank much money. Spend money. No, it should be more. Yo, spend money. We have to grow this or the company. If you spend money, then safe. The people are not ready to spend. When you spend, then you get growth. From the growth, you can get more money. Little. So people are very dynamic, very active in the company. The company is not spending money. Why? Wealth. Keeping wealth as a center. Then other things, position, pleasure, power, God also will be the second category. Wealth is a center of life. My refuge is wealth. Some people, they'll give, my refuge is power, political power. To get power, I use position, pleasure, wealth, everything will be secondary. Power is first one. Some people, wealth is first. Okay, so you keep on changing all the things. Many people we see in our life, power, if they consider power is everything. Some people, they consider position is everything. Some people, pleasure is everything. Wealth is everything. And here it says that this message, you just keep this Brahman as everything. The ultimate truth. And we can have position, pleasure, wealth, everything we can have. That should be secondary, that's all. You getting the point? No. Vedanta never says you drop it. No. Let it be there. You drop from your mind, that's all. Your relationship with things and beings should be right. That's all. Right understanding, right relationship. Okay? So take refuge in Brahman. Mental attitude. So we never brought anything, sir, when we take birth. We took birth in the rich place, that's all. Or poor place. We never brought anything. Definitely we are not going to take any single dollar also, not allowed. But I kept ready, all dollars I kept it. When I die, I take. When you die, you are not taking your physical body also. Mind also you are not taking. Intellect, whatever you studied, you drop it. PhD also, the paper is lying down. All certificates lying down here. They are not going to take anything. So when you get this understanding, only take refuge, this ultimate truth. Okay, very beautiful thought. Our Gurudev says, when he writes commentary for this passage, divorce the body, mind and intellect mistress. Interestingly, divorce. When I read this mistress, you have to understand this man also. Okay? Why he says only for men, for women also. If you don't like, divorce this man. I'm not making confusion in the family. Excuse me. The point he brought for some understanding. Divorce. Body, mind, and intellect mistress. Or mister. Okay? You just, I will give you space. You fill it up. See, for you only he has written. Excuse me, I will give you space. And you fill it up. Divorce. And get wedded to the self within. Super. Very nice example. Get wedded to the self within, which is the one self everywhere. And divorce this and get wedded. Simple. Very nice thought. Practical thought, he brought the practical thought for the philosophy. Okay. So now our case, already we divorced the self. When? So many janmas back. Forgotten. Wedded to body, mind and intellect. So well. So dear. Dearest body, dearest mind, dearest intellect. So go back. Okay, take refuge here, not here. Why these scriptures are advising us, don't go behind the world. If you run behind the world, it's impermanent, illusion. You're getting it? If you catch, you'll fall. If you catch, you have to catch something nice stick. In Tamil, we say, Puduchalum Puliyangomba Pudi. Yes, Puliyangomba means what? The tamarind tree, tamarind tree, the branch of tamarind tree is so strong, even though it's very small, so strong. Puduchalum Puliyangomba Puducham. This is what we say in Tamil. Puliyangomba means tamarind branch. So Brahman is like a tamarind branch, you will not fall. Murunga maram. How to say Murunga maram in English? Murunga maram.
Drumstick.
Drumstick.
Drumstick. Okay. Drumstick tree. Have you seen it is there, drumstick tree in your place? Okay, you must have seen in India. Drumstick branch. You climb. When you are climbing already, it's started breaking. When you catch this drumstick up branch, immediately you will fall. Oh, so soft. Break up. So soft. Therefore, he says that if you go behind the things and beings, last week the friend was there, this week he is not there, only powdered in the part. That's all. Impermanence. Nalini dalagada jalamadi daralam. Tattva jivitam adisaya chapalam. What a great message. So when we understand this so deeply, then we will not go behind. With that understanding, if you start living with the things and beings, definitely we are 100% detachment will come. We will live with the detachment. Okay? That's what Gurudev says. Now going to the next topic. Dustarga suviramyatam. Avoid perverse arguments. Very, very powerful message. Avoid arguments. Perverse arguments. Dustarga. Tarka means what the argument. Dustarga. A bad kind of arguments. Avoid. Suviramyatam. Viramyatam. Get out of this kind of argument. So argument, whenever we do this argument, even in the home also, daily argument will start. After coffee, we will start fighting. I say one thing, you say other thing. Whatever I say, you will say opposite thing only. Today coffee is not good. No, coffee is good. Today coffee is very good. No, it's not good. So I drank your coffee, then I give you comment. It's very good coffee. And she says, no, I didn't make properly today. It's not good. Adapavi. When I say good, you are telling bad. Argument starts. Okay. It's a time for office. We'll come back evening, then we will continue. From morning, we will pick up the thread and we'll start continuing. Every day, wherever we go, argument will be. When you give opposite, that argument comes. Eh? So there is nothing wrong to give opposite. Not opposite thought we have to give in such a way that there should not be, but that kindling their opposite person's ego. But in our case, we give opposite thought. Immediately that thought will hit that ego. So argument comes. Okay, it's better to avoid the argument. When we start argument, it will develop as fight. The fight will develop as war. You getting it? So it will develop, it will not stand there. So it's better to avoid argument. No need to waste our energy. We become tensed. We lose our peace of mind. Peace of mind will go. We become so tensed. Blood pressure also increases. Getting it? And it will take so many hours to come down. Why unnecessarily getting involved in this kind of avoid argument? So whenever we see this kind of situation in our home or office, it's better to avoid it. But before itself, we have to prevent it. Getting it? How can I live? How can then you get into problem? The opposite person also is equally ready to fight with you. It's better. This is very, very practical point in our life to get peace of mind. Anyway, we are not going to change his idea. Why? He is also adamant. When you find that the opposite person is so adamant, it's useless to do this kind of argument. Getting the point? Waste, time waste. We have so much of a thing to do in our life, very productive things. So this is very practical point. If it is office, it's okay. In the home, if you don't argue, again they'll come for a fight. Why you are keeping quiet? Huh? You have to participate in the argument. The home. Have you seen this? I kept on telling you, you keep silence. What is this? You don't respond my thing. Okay. I don't want to get into this kind of argument. That means, am I arguing? No, I'm not telling that. Then what do you want to tell? No, I have some work. Then I am also having work. Okay. What okay? Whatever you tell, turn into argument. Why I am interested? I have so much of interest to argue with you. So you have to participate. At that time, you should not get irritated and frustrated. You have to make yourself so jolly and participating in that. You getting it? Just to participate. So I'm also getting so much a chance like that. So if people are not ready to give up the argument, you participate with a jolly mood, that's all. But without laughing. You should be very serious and not hurting other people. But at the same time, you should not laugh. You have to control. It's very difficult for me. Okay? The home and it's very interesting to have that kind of argument. The children will enjoy. If father, mother, if they argue, they will enjoy. So you have to make it like fun. Is it okay? That is a different argument. Here, the argument is a serious kind of argument. No need to go for argument. Because when you study, if you go to study group and all, definitely the people will have opposite thought. So there we have to be a little careful. Dustarga we have to avoid. Okay? Avoid such unnecessary perverse arguments raised by people who have no faith in the Upanishads. They have no faith, therefore they argue. It's better to avoid it. It's a very straight thing. No need to convince them. Once if we study few Upanishads, we think that almost we have become 50% Mahatma. We want to guide the society. We want to mold this people life. We get that kind of thought. And we go and start guiding them. Okay? Avoid unnecessary. Gurudev says, avoid unnecessary perverse arguments raised by the people because they do not have faith in that. Unnecessary. Then suddenly we become so compassionate like Arjuna. But then how can they get moksha? Sir, you work for your moksha. You are so away from moksha. You work, you start. Don't worry about other people. If their karma works, they also will come in this path. Unnecessary, don't. These are the warning for the sadhakas. These are traps we get into problem. Okay? No subtlety of perception to feel the unseen. They do not have that kind of instrument to see, to understand the unseen truth. Lord playing all around us at all time. So Gurudev says straightly, don't worry about them. You start walking this, that's all. The way they do not have faith. So avoid, straight. It's very easy to practice one. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, Krishna says there are 3 kinds of buddhi. We have to be very careful. Whether we practice or not, we have to avoid the negative things. So this message says, avoid negative. Okay, buddhi, sattviki buddhi, rajasi buddhi, tamasi buddhi. 3 kinds of buddhis, he says. 30, 31, 32. You go to 18th chapter, from 30, 31, 33 slokas. Sattviki buddhi is very clear. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha karya karye bhaya bhaye bandham moksham cha yaveti. What is bandha, what is moksha, what is to be done, what is not to be done, what is to be, taken away, what is to be dropped, all the things. Pravritti, nivritti, bandha, moksha, karya, very clearly it says, sattvika buddhi. Rajasi buddhi, yaya adharmam dharmam ya, yaya adharmam dharmam cha, karyam akaryam eva cha. What is dharma, what is adharma, what is to be done, what is not to be done. Ayatavat prajanati, confused and understanding it. The Rajasika buddhi will not understand as it is. Okay, ayatavat na prajanati. Yatavat means as it is. Rajasika buddhi will not understand as it is. What is tamasika buddhi? Adharmam dharma iti amanyate tamasa. Adharmam, he says adharmam is dharma and dharma is adharma. Worst tamasa buddhi. Rajasika buddhi, ayatavat prajanati, confusion. Tamasika buddhi, there is no confusion. Adharmam is dharma, dharma is adharma. Clear. So Krishna says there are 3 kinds of buddhi, Arjuna. So when you see these 3 kinds of people there in your life, okay? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. And Sattva, Rajas, people are having 3 buddhis. You have 3 buddhis. So when you have Sattva buddhi, don't argue with the Rajas, don't argue with the Tamas. This is a message. We have to find out. Oh, this person belongs to the 3rd category. Tamasika buddhi. Avoid it. Rajasika buddhi, avoid it totally. If the person is okay with Sattva buddhi and he is able to understand, then you can start discussion. So argument means a negative thing, discussion means a positive thing. So I read one quote. The exchange of knowledge is called discussion. Exchange of ignorance is called argument. Okay, knowledge, if knowledge or that, we transfer the knowledge from one head to another head, discussion. So this is called group discussion, this is a group argument. We never say group argument. It's a group discussion. Very positive. And we get more clarity. Because people are same thoughts. They bring different thoughts and we are more clarity. It's needed for the beginners. Okay, if you have sattva, then it's better to avoid rajas and tamas. That's all. Going to the 20th thing. Shrutimata-stargo anusandhiyatam. Avoid this kind of arguments. Avoid arguments. Bad arguments. Dustarga. Shrutimata-stargo anusandhiyatam. They have to practice. Follow the discriminative rationale of the Shruti. Aligned with the Shruti, we have to do argument. Argument is a discussion. Sruti mata tarkaha anusandhiyata. Tarka anusandhiyata. Tarka is to do this kind of debate or a discussion, we need to have intellect. Intellect should be cleaned by the values. Sattvika intellect we should have. Okay? Sattvik kind of intellect. Because Krishna says, Rajo Buddhi, Tamo Buddhi, what kind of thing? Rajo Buddhi and Tamo Buddhi. So you have to understand, according to this Buddhi only, we have to give job. Okay, decision making, Sattvik Buddhi is very important. Problem solving, Sattvik Buddhi is important. Suppose the person is having Rajasika Buddhi, yatavat confusion. He cannot make problem analysis, and decision making is not possible for that Buddhi. One thing we have to be little careful. We should not say that, hey, you have Rajasika Buddhi, go that side. No need to tell. The leader should understand. Okay, you do this work, you do that work. Okay, the leader should be able to understand the man's Buddhi capacity. That's called leadership. Okay, it's very subtle job. So you can have the discussion based on the Shruti. That is allowed. That is recommended. Dustarga, we have to avoid. Shruti mata starga anusandhiyata. We have to practice. Okay? So discussion is needed, not the argument. So avoid it. Almost I have seen all our people are very good. All over the world, wherever I visited many centers. Generally, all Swamis, Brahmas, they will visit many centers. And wherever we go, we see all our people are very, very refined people. Chinmaya mission. Very refined, very good people. One or two may be there. Maybe there are like beginners. And those who are coming to mission and studying the scriptures, very well refined, beautiful people. I said all over the people. Very good. The refined people we have all over the world. So we do not go for dustarga. We start doing this discrimination. Very nice kind of argument. Discussion. Vedanta is a rational process of intellection. This line is very good. So this we can keep as a quotation. Quote. You can write somewhere in the quote and you can keep somewhere in your home or office, somewhere on the ashram. Vedanta is a rational process of intellection. Rational process. So it's this is not bhakti yoga. It's not emotional thing, or it's not physical exercise like yoga. Intellection. Very clear philosophy. Rational. Not real rational. It's endowed with love, affection, and beautiful thing. Okay, right? We must learn to think and argue along with the line of discussion indicated by the Upanishads. We must learn, he says, learn to think and argue. Again, arguments are not negative sense, it's the positive discussion. So Gurudev is recommending that we have to learn to think and argue. Great qualification. When we bring our ego, whatever I tell that is right, then we mix our knowledge with the ego, then it pollutes. The ego pollutes the thinking life. When we bring our ego, whatever I said that is right, then finished. It becomes dustarga. And we should not bring our ego. Without ego, we bring and friendly discussion. When we have this friendship, when we have the, so he says, we must learn to think and argue. Learn. So what happens when we start the small opposite thought, it becomes a fight. It should not be like that. Friendliness should be there. At the same time, argument also should be there. And we raise our voice also. We raise our voice and hard discussions going on. Everything based on love and understanding. Have you seen this kind of argument? I've seen. Very, very beautiful to watch that. Argument is so strong, very hot argument. But there is a friendship and very nice relationship. There is no hurting each other. Gurudev says we must learn that kind of argument. Interesting argument. You getting the point? I said so many people are talking like that. Very nice argument. To watch that, very nice. Okay, along the line of discussion indicated by the Upanishad, Gurudev gives example how to bring the argument, how to get the argument, the line of argument. Gurudev gives example. If you study Taittiriya Upanishad, there it goes. Panchakosha Vivek. You take Annamaya Kosha and deny it. Annamaya Kosha is not Atma. And take Pranamaya, deny it. And Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. Take line of thoughts and discuss on that. And you go in the line of Upanishad. This is what he says. Already Upanishad has got some line of thinking. You take that line and start for that, arguing in that line. And if you take Mundago Upanishad, the Mandukya Upanishad, you take 3 states of consciousness. Yesterday we studied. Waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. You take each and every state and start arguing upon that and get more clarity. So this is called Shrutimata Starga Anusandhiyata. You go in the line of Shruti. The example also he has given when he was writing commentary to this passage. Okay. Therefore, in the study class, he recommends that you take a Kindle Life and study the man and mind. One topic. Personality rehabilitation. There's so many topics are there in Kindle Life. So study group means what? You come here and study. There only we find, is this a Kindle Life or self-unfoldment? So Kindle Life. Where is my book? I kept in my house. What topic? I do not know. 2 weeks I didn't come. What's going on? Discussion is going on. 1 hour discussion. In between tea, coffee, 15 minutes. Why? So tired. Where is my book? You read. Sir, when you come to this kind of class, already you should read whole topic in your home. Start reflecting. Come here. So everybody's that they read one topic, personality rehabilitation. Right? You come here. Take the book. One person should read. But already we read. We are very popular about that passage. One person is reading. Then one person is telling. This is the contents. What the main point of the discussion. Another person brings some question. How this is possible? Another person gives answer. Like that, it should go 1 hour. Very, very interesting enough. When you go to study group, you have to get some clarity, then you have to come. We are spending 1 hour. But to go to that place, it takes 1.5 hours by car. 3 hours we spend once in a week. So when you spend this much time, there should be some clarity in our understanding. You should get some clarity. You should be like that only. In many places we go there, we ask for book. We forgot book. I do not know what is there. There only we have to do homework before itself. Because it's called in the study. There should be involvement in the study, proper study. Okay, we should learn, think and argue. That learning is very important. We think, we argue, but that creates problem. So learning to think and argue is very practical point. Okay, now, if you are sattva, then have only people sattva guna to discuss or argue. Already we have seen dustarga suviramyata means we have to avoid these 2 things. Srutimata stargo anusandhiyata means we have to go with the sattva kind of buddhi. Sattva kind of buddhi people are there. If you argue, even though the ego comes, it will disappear, dissolve. No problem will come. Understanding is there. Even though we fight, after some time it's okay, I'm sorry. I'm also sorry. That's all. Understanding is so good. Okay. So all our people in the sattva, in the study group, almost they are sattva. Therefore, Gurudev says that Sutimada Starka Anusandhiyatam. You practice the, along with the line of Upanishad. Start learning, thinking and the argument. Okay. Brahma ivasmi vibhavyatam. Next point. Brahma ivasmi vibhavyatam. Next point. All the points are looking very simple, but very so deep and powerful instruction. Powerful instruction. It's like how mother is giving instruction to the children. Father is giving instruction to the children. When you drive car, be careful. When you go to school, be careful on the way. You give something very precious, then you give. You give money and you give instruction how to spend money. In the same way, we learn Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sutra, all the great text. Here, Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya is giving instruction to all the sadhakas. This is loving instruction. Hey, be careful. On your way, be careful. So we should not think this is very simple text. No, this is very important text, powerful text. Why? Instruction is more important than what we have. We have very costly thing, but we should know how to handle it. To handle it, we need to have instruction. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya is giving compassionate instruction to all of us. Dustarga Sriramyatam. On the way, we have a problem. Okay, then don't we argue? No, you argue according to Upanishad line. Okay, if you want to argue, that should be in line. Avoid unnecessary argument. All the very nice instructions is giving. Brahmaivasmi vibhavyatam. Be absorbed in the attitude, I am Brahman. Those who study Vivekachudamani, they know. 10 slokas he has written. Jati niti kula gotra durakam nama rupa guna dosha varjitam desha kala vishayati vartiyatu brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. Again and again he repeats brahma tattvamasi bhavayatmani. You do this bhavana that you are that Brahman, you are that Brahman. Okay. Gurudev gives very beautiful explanation. Simple book. Simple book, one paragraph only he writes commentary for this, our Gurudev. The most powerful value he gives here, most powerful value. What do you call it? Message he gives. This line itself is a powerful line, Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya. But our Gurudev gives more powerful than this. I'll tell you that. No. I'll tell you. After this, I'll bring. This is the instrument we have, okay? BMI is equipments. So we should not say equipment, we have to say equipment. There is no equipments, the plural form for equipment. Gurudev gave one beautiful talk on this. Why we should not use the equipments and we have to use equipment. One beautiful talk, video talk, I have seen this. Okay, equipments. OET is a Jagat. Object, emotions, thoughts are Jagat. Body, mind, and intellect, we have equipments. Perceiver, feeler, thinker is Jiva. That is ego. Jiva. Okay? Now, Vasana is our avidya. This is what that wheeling, the truth. The truth is Atma there. The point is here, Brahmasmiti vibhavyatam. Have attitude that I am Brahman. Start practicing. Brahma ahamasmiti vibhavyat. Bhavana. So meditate like Aham Brahma. Bhavana, not even meditation. It's beyond meditation, Bhavana. Okay, meditation means we need to have mind and there should be something. Keeping the mind on the object. Meditated and meditator. See here, Bhavana means I am that. That's all. Bhavana. I am that. Where the objects, emotions, thoughts, perceiver, feeler, thinker, body, mind, and intellect. They're the equipments. So we identify with this body, mind, and intellect. And we become perceiver, feeler, thinker. Perceiver, feeler, thinker. I am this. This is I. This is mine. My body, my mind, my intellect. I'm so strongly holding it. So strong. Here the instruction is, don't do the bhavana of a body. You are not body, you are not mind, you are not intellect. You train yourself that you are not this, that. You are this. You train yourself. Brahma eva asmi iti vibhavyatam. You do bhavana. Already what kind of bhavana we are doing? Not bhavana, we are experiencing. I am body, I am mind, I am intellect. Experience is there. So instruction is already you are experiencing, you drop this, you try, lift yourself from this place to that place. Brahmaivasmi, you start practicing. Already we have fallen into ditch. Body is a ditch. Mind also a ditch. All worries, intellect, confusion. Okay. Already we have fallen. So already you are there. So you try to come out of this and start practicing this. Bhavana. Brahmaivasmiti vibhavyata. Beautiful instruction. Getting it? Very beautiful instruction. Bhagavan Adi Shankara just 10 slokas in Vivek Chudamani. If you want to get more information, please go there and study. Okay? Now, we have lived in this false notion for such a long time that any amount of study and reflection cannot end. So Gurudev says, this is what I told. What Gurudev, beautiful idea he brings for this passage. We have lived in this false notion. This false notion means what? Body, mind, and intellect. I am the body, I am mind, I am intellect. Okay, this false notion. How many years we lived? Such a long time that any amount of study and reflection cannot end. So whatever we study, whatever the amount of reflection we do, cannot end our tendency. We cannot come out. Very powerful message. Simple paragraph. Very deep and powerful message he brings, Gurudev. Cannot end. Our tendency to consider us as a helpless, hapless ego. Then what he says? I'm going to study class more than 10 years here. Now only he is telling, it will not work. I wasted 10 years. I always reflect upon the Upanishadic declaration. Today only you told, just now, just after back you told that. Vakyatascha vicharyata. Ever reflect upon Upanishadic passage. Now he is telling, your study, your reflection will not end your tendency. Then what? What confusion you people are making, eh? We get that question. Just after back you told us something, and half an hour after you told, what is this? First you get clarity and you start teaching us. So scriptures are beautiful. The point is so very good point. So I studied anyway. So many times we study. Sometimes you study again and again. The whole night I was thinking this idea. It's a very beautiful idea that I read yesterday. Very beautiful. Now it says, the only antidote for this wrong attitude means false notion, okay? I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. The wrong attitude means what? I am body, I am mind, I am intellect. This wrong attitude is to unwind them by the nobler and self-recreative attitude that I am Brahman. We have to unwind. Unwind, yes, I am Brahman. Now we have the experience, I am the body. Okay? I am the body. So strong in so many janmas we are doing this winding work. See the bundle of the thread, okay? Very successfully, very artistically we made it. This is smaller the thread I brought. Actually, the bundle is so big. So many years. We are very busy with that. Identifying the body, mind, and intellect. That's all. Okay? Very interesting truth. It's really brilliant truth. So many times I was thinking the whole night this mind. So what he says, you study, you reflect, it will not work. You study so many years, that will not work. And you keep on reflecting, that will not work. Study will get, when you study, you get information, okay? Point number one. Are getting it? You study, you expose your mind in so many subjects. You are very popular with the slokas and the messages. Yeah. Because you are spending more time, you are very good. You have information when you study. When you reflect, you have no doubts. The clarity will come. When you study, you will become very informative. When you reflect upon this thing, when you do argument discussion, you are very clear. So clarity of intellect is there. Information is there. That's all. When you study, when you reflect, the clarity and information, that's all. That is a part of personality. Are you getting it? That is a part of personality. That's all. As you spend more time on the Vedanta, you are very informative, very clear. There's no doubt in it. The concepts are very clear. Sir, that belongs to your intellect, personality. Are you getting it? So here in this passage, what he says, that will not work. So you have to unwind that, because so many years you understood that. So many years you understood your body, mind and intellect. So when you study, your intellect will get more information. Your intellect will get clarity. But you are not getting the Atma. Getting it or not? Very beautiful thought. Sir, very beautiful thought. Your study, your reflection will give clarity to this. So you are making your personality little refined, that's all. But when you do the bhavana aham brahmasmi, then only you can get out. Okay? So the only antidote for this wrong notions, unwind them by the nobler and self-recreative attitude, aham brahmasmi. So what I understood is, from more than the study and reflection, this bhavana is very important. Getting it? When you spend more time on the study, when you spend more time on the reflection, you get information, the clarity, that's all. That's a part of personality. But when we sit and when you do bhavana, aham brahmasmi, there only we will get out of the body, mind and intellect, personality. When I sit in the meditation, when we do this bhavana, aham brahmasmi, slowly we are coming out of the body, mind and intellect. Therefore, this is more important than study and reflection. Are you getting the point? The beautiful revelation of it. Very nice point. I like this point. So many times I was thinking of it. Super point. But what's happening in our life? We study different texts. So many texts we study, we become so scholar. Sir, when you study, you become scholarly. That's all. You reflect more. So you become so clear in your concepts. You become good teacher. That's all. Are you getting my point? When you reflect, you become a good teacher. When you study, you become scholar. That's intellectual ability. But what is the purpose of study and reflection? You have to unwind your bhavana. You have to unwind your bhavana. Because we have completely attached to the body, mind and intellects. Okay? So there is a problem. If you study more, if you study reflect, there's a problem that I am great. I am I'm greater than you all. I am greater than you all. Again, problem there. You're getting it? Ego comes. I studied more. I reflected more. I am great teacher. I am great scholar. Again, problem. Sir, you have to drop this and come here, rewind. You make the bhavana aham brahmasmi. So this is more important than study and reflection. Getting it? So Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Nididhyasana is very important. Nididhyasana only help us to come out of body, mind and intellect. This passage of Gurudev gives superb idea. No? Great idea. I like this. Okay? Very brilliant idea. Brahmasmiti vibhavyatam. Okay? Right. Moving. In Vivek Chudamani, our Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya brings the parallel thought. Anatma vasana jalai. Anatma vasana jalai. Jalai means net. Net or web. Anatma vasana jalai. Tirobhuda atma vasana. Because of the anatma vasana, atma vasana tirobhuda is covered. By body, mind and intellect, the atma is covered. Tirobhuda atma vasana. Nitya Atma Nishtaya Tesham. When you do the bhavana, Nitya Atma Nishta, Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi is bhavana, not japam. Aham Brahmasmi is not a japa. Aham Brahmasmi is not a meditation, it's a bhavana. Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. Okay? When we practice Nitya Atma Nishta, Nashe Badi Swayam Sputam. This Anatma Vasa will be disappearing, then we get this Brahma Sthiti. Very beautiful thought. Okay? Okay? Are getting the point? Another point. Very good. Beautiful point. shifting our thought from body, mind, and intellect. The Atma, shifting from one level to other level. Otherwise, always talking about body. How are you? How is your health? Your dress is very nice. Your gold is very so good. How is your relatives? 1 hour talk, 1 hour discussion. Try to drop all those things. Worrying about the things in the past. So discussion about past, 2-3 hours we sit together and talking only about family matters. My time also wasted, your time also wasted. Get out. All over the world, the same thing is going on. Whether we talk or you don't talk, the things will be like that only. Come out from those things. Okay? This is what he says. The Ishavasya, the beautiful example Bhagavan Adishankaracharya is giving when he was writing commentary on this mantra, Ishavasya Upanishad, first mantra. Om Ishavasya Medakam Sarvam Yatkencha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Taktena Bhunjita Ma Grida Kasyas Vidhana. This is very beautiful sloka. Okay? Mantra. This mantra, if it is composed, that is called sloka. If it is revealed, that is called mantra. So Upanishads are called mantras. Now, this is a commentary of Bhagavan Adishankaracharya. Yes, I'm not going to take each and every word, just I'm telling you. Commentary he says. What he says, he brings very nice example. Sir, you are that Paramatma. So essence of this I'm telling, the essence of this, because it will take more time to explain. You are that Paramatma, the Brahman. Brahman is what the fragrance. The Brahman's fragrance is like sandal paste fragrance. Getting it? Getting it or not? Get it? That Brahman is like sandal paste, a sandalwood fragrance. So divine fragrance. What happened to that sandalwood? We kept the sandalwood in the water. So many years we kept in the water. After so many years, you take that sandal piece from the water and start smelling it. Nice fragrance will come. Okay? The real fragrance of the sandal is disappeared. Now Durgandha will come. Durgandha. Because it's soaked in the water so many years. Durgandha. Now what we have to do? You start grinding it. You take this, you start grinding it. Okay? When we grind this sandalwood, slowly, the Durgandha will move away. Then the real Gandha will come up. Sugandha will come up. Are you getting it? This example is given by Bhagavan Adishankaracharya, the first mantra of Ishavasya Upanishad. So we soak ourselves in the body, mind and intellect so many billions of years. Okay? Durgandha everywhere. Wherever a personality goes, Durgandha. That means problem. Problem. Physical problem, the disease problem, the mental problem, the intellectual confusion, problem. Why? Durgandha. So start grinding it. Well, grinding means what? Aham na deha, aham na manaha, aham na buddhi. So we start, this is called grinding. Then start slowly grinding it. Slowly we start aham brahmasmi, aham brahmasmi. This aham brahmasmi is sugandham of the sandalwood. Interesting example. Eh? Now see, when I read, you understood that. When I read, you will understand it. It's very easy to understand the book. Now see, yatha, how? The example is chandana agaru. Agaru means agaru also is like chandana. Agaru and chandana. The chandana wood. Chandana. Agarvadehe udakadi. Udaka means water. Water or something. So you just soak in that. Udakadi. Sambandha. Because it has got a connection. It's connected with the water. Sambandha. Sambandhaja kledadi. Sambandha. Because of the sambandha, it the layer is getting spoiled. The layer of the wood is getting spoiled. Kledadijam aupadikam. Aupadikam daurgandhyam. This upadhi came out. It's not the nature of the wood. It came from outside. Therefore, upadikam daurgandhyam. It got this durgandha. Not nice fragrance. Tat sarupa nirgarshanena. Tat Swarupa Nirgarishane. So when you start with that, grinding it, okay, when you start grinding it, Acha Swarupa Nirgarishane Achadyati. Now, this or this Durgandha moves away and the Sugandha will come, Sugandha will occupy the whole place. Okay. The Durgandha is occupied by Sugandha. Or Durgandha is removed by this Sugandha, real Sugandha of sandalwood. Svena Paramartikena Gandhena. Actually speaking, Aupadikam Daurgandhyam. The Durgandha comes outside. But you start grinding it, Svena Paramartikena Gandhena. Actually, real fragrance of the sandalwood is for the divine fragrance. Therefore, the Svena Paramartikena, the Swagandha, Paramartikena Gandha. The real nature of the wooden piece, the sandalwood piece, divine fragrance. The Durgandha has come from outside. The same way, in the same way, okay? So, our real nature, when you go back, simply. So, our real nature is this Sugandha, Atma Sugandha. And the body, mind, and intellects, Durgandha came outside. Upadi. Because of Upadi, it came outside. When you start grinding it, Aham Brahmasmi, we will get this Sugandha. This is our Svera Paramartikena Gandhe. That's a real Sugandha. Right? Very nice, no? Nice thought of Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya. Very brilliant. That's not that. Adi Shankara, brilliant person. Okay? Aharahar Garva Parityajatam. Garva means pride. Aharahar. Renounce ahara again and again. You try to push the pride away. Pride should be there in our culture, in our country. The pride which is taking towards the goal, that's a positive pride. This is the negative pride, we have to drop it. Garva means negative pride. We have to drop it. Renounce. Parityajatam. Makuru dhanajana yavana garvam. Great sloka, Bhajagovind. The garva comes because of take no pride in your possession, in the people at your command, in the youthfulness. Dana, jana, yavana. Garvam comes because of the three things. Money. If you have money, garvam comes. People. Hey, I have so much of people. If you scratch me, I will destroy you. The smile also a different smile. If it is very ordinary smile, we'll say, very ordinary, innocent smile. If money is there, the smile itself totally different smile. Garva. Dana, jana, yavana garam, young. The haircut is so stylish, the dress is so tear everywhere and wear dress. Why are you tearing the new dress? Style. Whatever we make, that becomes style. Yavana garvam. Till 40 years, 50 years, then 55. Where is your hair? Gone in the wind. There is no hairstyle. No hair. Arati nimeshat kalaha sarvam. All will be taken by the time, fraction of second. When you understand this, garva will not come. Bhajagovinda says, our Gurudev says, when he is commenting in this passage, out of identification of the body. When we identify with the body, pride comes. I am so beautiful. I am so beautiful. Handsome. When I identify with the body, pride comes. And possession. When we have money, hey, I have so much of money. All property, land, home. In Ooty, I have Kodaikanal, I have Simla, I have Kashmir. Other foreign countries also. Switzerland. Possession. Pride comes. Gurudev says. An exaggerated sense of self-importance. Hey, keep me. Put me as self or that chief guest. What are you going to give talk? Whatever I talk, that will be the talk. That's all. Self-importance. Put my photograph a little bigger. Okay? Why? Self-importance. Accompanied by, always by the demeaning. demeaning, irreverence to all others, putting all the people down, putting myself always top, the pride. These factors together create pride. These are the problems. Self-importance and the possession and beauty, all these things. Bhagavan, whatever Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya says, the same thing Gurudev also repeats. Few things is adding, that's all. So everything comes because of a karma, everything will go because of a karma. Lord's grace only we are getting everything. When we have this kind of attitude, pride will not come. Everything is impermanent. When you get something, okay, thank you, Lord. When he is taken, thank you, Lord. Why? You only gave, you only taken away. That's all. So when you bring that kind of attitude, pride will not be there. Dehe aham mati rujjatam. Dehe aham mati rujjatam. This no need of this age. One age is okay. Give up the delusory misconception, I am the body. This is opposite to aham brahmasmi. When you do aham brahmasmi bhavana, then we have to drop this, I am the body. Okay? This more or less related to aham brahmasmi and dehoham. So we have to drop the dehoham and we have to practice aham brahmasmi. That practice is very important. Daily, at least 5 minutes, we have to say aham brahmasmi, the bhavana. You should not tell, hey, I am going to do aham brahmasmi, don't disturb me, okay? No. Definitely they will disturb. I am living like body, you are going to become Brahman. No, you come back. You come back. Without telling these people, then we have to practice. That should be very secret. Atmanam rahasistitaha. Okay? All right. Give up the delusory misconception, I am the body. I am the body attitude is natural as we had already lived through billions of years. Gurudev says it's natural. I am the body is so natural. First we have to accept it. It comes automatically, it comes without practice. We never sit down and I am body, aham deha. We are not practicing. It is naturally it comes. Why? Billions of years we lived during our slow evolutionary process. Very slow evolutionary process. From the lesser equipments as plants and the animals. From amoeba onwards, from amoeba, plants, animals, pullagi, poodai, pulvai, maramagi, palvirgamai, paravayai, pambagi, kallai, manidarai, peyai, ganangalai. The one Tamil passage says, so many janmas we have taken. Slow evolutionary process from the lesser equipments as plants and animals. So we have reached it now. Okay? So therefore, the natural tendency for us to consider this body is I. Natural. We have to accept it. Gurudev says yes. But when you understand slowly, we have to get out of the body. We have to get away. Okay, ahamadi rujjatam. Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, when our Sukha Brahma Rishi has given complete Bhagavatam, he told all the stories. Now, hey Parikshit, I have given you the Brahma Vidya. Now you have to get ready to move away from the house. Nijagraga Turna Vinir Gamyatam. We studied the first sloka. So he says that Tumtu Rajan Marishyeti. Hey Raja, oh Parikshit Raja, Sukadeva says. Hey Parikshit Raja, Tumtu Rajan Marishyeti. I am going to die. If you think that I am going to die, that thinking, that attitude is Pashu Buddhi. I am going to die means Pashu Buddhi. It's animal attitude. You are not that body. When you think that I am the body, I am going to die, that is Pashu Buddhi. What a great word he is using. Pashu Buddhi Mimam Jahi. You have to give up the Pashu Buddhi. Animal Buddhi. You are not the body. Na jata pragabuto adhya dehavattum na nankshati. You are not the body. You never took birth. You are never going to die. Okay? Nayam atma. Na jayate na mriyate va kadachit. Nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuyaha. Ajo nitya shashvato yam purano. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. You are not sharira, you are atma. If you think I am going to die, that is Pashu Buddhi. If you think I am not going to die, that is Deva Buddhi. So you are not the body. Dehavatvam na nankshati. You are not body, you are not going to die. So to give up the Buddhi, Pashu Buddhi. Vivek Chudamani Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya brings three kinds of points, very nice points. Deho hamityeva jadasya buddhi dehe cha jive vidusha swahamti. Viveka vijnanavato mahatmano brahmahamityeva mati satatmani. Very beautiful sloka. This I'll tell you. There are three kinds of buddhi. Jada buddhi, vidusha buddhi, mahatma buddhi. Three buddhis is telling. Jada buddhi, vidusha. Jada means ordinary person. Vidusha means the learned person. Mahatma, the great saint. Jada buddhi, ordinary person. He says, Dehoham, I am this body. Ordinary. Jada buddhi understands, I am the body. So the person studies and person reflects and he grows in the evolutionary level. So this person, Vidusha, the learned person understands, Jivoham. It goes a little deeper. Jivoham, not Dehoham, little evolved soul. Mahatma, the realized master, he says, Brahmaham. There are three kinds of buddhi. Dehoham ityeva jadasya buddhi, dehe ched jive vidusha swahamti, viveka vijnana mahatmanastu, Brahmaham ityeva mati sadatmani in Atma. They have this aham brahmas. What a beautiful observation. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya. Great observation. Brilliant person, nice person. This Adi Shankaracharya is very nice person. Great teacher. What reflection, how he brings the clarity, intellectual ability. Okay, three kinds of buddhi. So here he says, Dehohamiti, Dehe ahamati rujjata. So we have to drop the idea that I am the body. We have to try. It's very difficult. This is a task of life. Task of evolution. Very tough job, but we have to start somewhere. Slowly we'll start. Okay? Deha ahamati rujjatam. This is the last point of this sloka. Buddha janehi vada parityajyatam. Give up totally the tendency to argue with wise men. Before he told that dustarga sviramyatam. Dustarga you should not do. False argument you should not do. Here, particularly, Buddha janehi vada parityajyatam. Buddha janai means the wise men. Vada parityajyatam. Don't argue with wise men. It is eternal. It's entirely our gain. So these great Mahatmas from Himalayas, they're coming down and they start working for us. Entirely our gain. We are gaining completely. They are not gaining. Gurudev comes from Himalayas. He is not going to gain anything. He has gained whatever is to be gained. He attained. All those great Mahatmas are coming out. Swami Vivekananda already gained. Why he was working? For us only. They are people who have already fulfilled their life. Finished. Great Mahatmas. Out of mere compassion at our suffering, they still about to instruct, inspire and guide us. Out of compassion only they are coming here to guide us. And they started ashramas and writing commentaries for the book. Hospitals, village projects, school projects. There's so many projects with Swami Vivekananda, our Gurudev Swami Chinmaya, great missionaries. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya, great missionary. Bhagavan Vedavyasa, powerful missionary. All the great people, they instruct us, they inspire us, guide us, even though they fulfilled their work. By our grass argument, Muda Buddhi, we should not try to block this flood of their love sweeping down to birth us in joy and happiness. Okay? Grass argument, we should not block. This is Mudata. Suppose somebody is started arguing with this kind of wise man, when we are there, we have to say, hey, sure. We have to stop it. The person doesn't know, he's not conscious that he's arguing. The third person is there, hey, so stop it. Elderly people should say that. So stop arguing with her. Okay? Now, so we have studied the 24 points today. Vakyartascha vicharyatam, srutisira paksha samasriyatam, dustarga suviramyatam, Shrutimatastarko anusandhiyatam. Brahmaivasmi vivavyatam. Aharahar garva parityajyatam. Dehe ahamati rujyatam. Buddhajanihi vada parityajyatam. All instructions, powerful instructions. Okay, so we have studied so far the 24 points. This is a today topic. These are yesterday topic 9 to 12. Yesterday we have Sangha Satsuvidiyatam, Bhagavato Bhakti Dadiyatam, Shantyadi Parichiyatam, Dridadaram Karma Susantijyatam, Sadvidwan Upasarpyatam, Pratidinam Tatpadaga Sevyatam, Brahmaikakshara Martyatam, Srutisiro Vakyam Samakarnyatam. So yesterday we studied. Day before yesterday we studied this. Okay, Vedo Nityamadiyatam, Taditam Karma Sarushthiyatam, Tere Sasya Vidiyam. This is first day. And this is second day, and this is third day, what we have studied. Is it okay? So far we have studied 24. The points, instructions. Again, I am telling this, we should not think that this is a very simple text. No. Instructions, more important. We may forget the main theme of the Upanishad. We may forget. We may forget concepts. But we should not forget instructions. So instructions is more important. Suppose you go to any game also, sports. I know very well how to hit the ball, all the things I know, how to play. But instructions are very important to get success in that game. The same, to get success of liberation, these instructions are very important. The brilliant teacher of our brilliant teacher, Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya. Instructions is giving. Instruction. Okay? So tomorrow we will continue the next sloka. 2 more slokas, 2 more days. It's going very nicely. 1 sloka, 1 day, 1 sloka. Time also, very nice time. 1.5 hours is good. So we'll conclude the class, then we'll have question answer. Okay? Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om.